Meanwhile, troops of the 192 Battalion Nigerian Army operating within the 81 Division area of responsibility have successfully raided an international ammunition smuggling syndicate. The details of this feat from the Army was contained in a statement signed by Brigadier General OnyemaNwachukwu, the Director, Army Public Relations. He said troops conducted a meticulous stop-and-search operation along the Ajilete-Owode Road in Yewa North local government area of Ogun State on Saturday, acting on actionable intelligence. General Nwachukwu said during the operation, the troops discovered a truck bearing the registration number ENU 697XY, which was transporting a large quantity of smuggled ammunition destined for Anambra State. The illegal cargo included 720 packets of Red Star cartridges of 12 caliber, each containing 25 cartridges, totaling 18,000 cartridges. Also, they found 250 packets of live black cartridges containing 10 packets each, amounting to 2,500 cartridges of the same caliber. The vigilant troops swiftly apprehended the suspects identified as Eric Sowova, a Ghanaian national, and the truck's driver Lukman Sani. Both suspects are currently in custody, cooperating with ongoing investigation. And the Nigerian Army says the combat readiness of soldiers and other security agencies must be top-notch at all times in view of the current security challenges in the country. The General Officer commanding 2 Division of the Nigerian Army handed down this instruction during the division's inter-brigade combat competition at Sobe Cantonment in Ilorin. Ibrahim Alege reports.
The inter-brigade competition is organized for warrant officers and senior non-commissioned officers and the 5 formations under the 2 Division of the Nigerian Army. The participating brigades are from Edo, Ondo, Oyo, and Kwara states. Addressing the participants, the General Officer Commanding 2 Division of the Nigerian Army, Major General Valentin Okoro, says the competition is to sharpen their combat readiness. He is represented by Commander 22 Armored Brigade, Sobe Cantonment, Ilorin, Major General Dibayo Babalola.
The General Officer Commanding expects nothing less than very high standard in terms of our conduct, in terms of our courage, and it should be heavy competition.
He says Nigerians rely on the army and other security operatives to tackle security challenges in the country, calling on the participants to be combat ready.
Gentlemen, you know that we have various security challenges all across the country, and the whole citizens of Nigeria rely solely on the Nigerian Army, the armed forces, and other security agencies. Therefore, our combat readiness at all times must be top priority.
The 4-day competition is expected to end on Thursday, with participants competing in drilling, combat swimming, obstacle crossing, and range classification. This 2 Division of the Nigerian Army inter-brigade competition is aimed at enhancing combat proficiency of soldiers, especially at a period when Nigeria is grappling with some security challenges. Ibrahim Alige, TVC News, Ilorin.
Let's tell you that any moment from now, President Bola Tinubu will be back in Nigeria, having departed Nairobi a few hours ago. The president had earlier participated in the 5th mid-year coordination meeting of the African Union. President Tinubu, who represented the economic community of West African states, called for the continent to unite against external forces seeking to plunder Africa. Leaders of the AU also agreed that there is a need for a renewed commitment to meeting developmental goals and strengthening democratic governance. The presidential spokesperson Dele Alake is optimistic Nigeria is taking its rightful place in the affairs of the continent.
Nigeria actually proved, her point that Africa must be stable, must be secured, even before any meaningful infrastructural development, economic activity can adequately and effectively take place. That was the main thrust of the address of our president there. Of course, he also presented the status report of the ECOWAS, the state of ECOWAS in terms of integration, in terms of free movement of people amongst the ECOWAS countries, in terms of security, stability, and political progress of West Africa.
Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara says the government will create more cities outside the capital as part of its blueprint for development. He made the promise in Port Harcourt as his predecessor, Ian Sawike, flagged of a multi-billion naira ring road project. Senior correspondent Uche Okoro reports.
History has been made as the single largest project ever in Rivers State is flagged off. At a cost of 195 billion naira, it is not just the most expensive project. The proposed 50-kilometer dual carriage Rivers State Ring Road has the longest construction time of 36 months. On the reason for such huge investment in infrastructure, the governor's assurance is that the road will turn around the economic fortunes of Rivers State for good. His plan is to decongest Port Harcourt and open up more communities to urbanization.
This project will bring new city into Port Harcourt, into Rivers State. After this project, people will be living far off. Accessibility into the town will be at ease. What are we talking about when we say development? This is the development that we're talking about. Let me also assure the good people of Rivers State that is not only the road that we will attend to. We will look at other sector, the health sector. We will look at the education sector, even the youth empowerment and other aspects. We will definitely attend to all of them.
Former Governor Nyesom Wike commended his successor for showing courage in commencing the Ring Road project, but he lamented failure of the Niger Delta Development Commission to work with the state government to fulfill its mandate in the region.
Mr. Governor, let me also advise you. The people that elected you are in the state. They are not in Abuja. Stay in your state and face the challenges of your people. Don't allow them to lure you to be sleeping in Abuja, that there's one meeting or the other. Nothing comes out of those meetings. Our money is for development of Rivers State. Stay here and work. You will feel happy. At the end of the day, Rivers people will appreciate you. And that is all you need in your life.
It is not surprising that this administration says it would closely monitor the ongoing work, knowing that its scorecard in 3 to 4 years' time depends on the completion and quality of the project. Uche Okoro, TVC News, Port Harcourt.